Performing a rescue can be complicated by obstacles requiring the technician to add a simple or complex maneuver to the rescue sequence. All rope access rescue scenarios are constructed by building upon the basic maneuvers each technician is trained to perform and applying them in a sequence to access and move the casualty to safety. In this scenario, the rescuer must descend with the casualty through a rope-to-rope transfer. Being practiced in the steps for rope-to-rope transfer is a critical skill in this scenario. In this demonstration, the rescuer will carry the ends of the transfer ropes with him as he ascends to perform a pick-off rescue for casualty in ascent mode. For rescues, it is very efficient to carry 2 backup devices for the safety ropes. This saves time by allowing the transfers to be carried out without the tying of any knots. The rescuer makes a connection to the casualty's harness with a long cow's tail, checks the casualty's ABCs, and gathers additional equipment from the casualty's harness for use during the descent. The rescuer places his second backup device above the casualty, and then removes the original backup device. The rescuer should be positioned slightly above the casualty. The rescuer changes over to descent mode and locks off the descender. A short sling is used to make a connection from the rescuer's descent device to the casualty's sternal D-ring. Using the casualty's sternal attachment point will help keep the casualty in an upright position. The rescuer uses the casualty's cow's tail to make a long attachment to the central D-ring on the rescuer's harness. The casualty now has 2 attachment points to the rescuer's equipment. The rescuer removes the casualty's backup device from the rope. At this point, the casualty must be lifted free of his chest ascender. In this scenario, the rescuer uses a counterbalance to aid in the de-weighting of his cam and his ascender. A foot loop is attached to the top of the casualty's chest ascender and then passed through the carabiner below the handled ascender. The foot loop is adjusted to full length. Next, the rescuer stands in the foot loop and pulls upwards on the casualty's harness, raising the casualty enough to enable the chest ascender to be disconnected from the rope, and the casualty to be lowered onto the rescuer's descender. The casualty's hand ascender is then removed. The next step is for the rescuer to descend with the casualty through the rope-to-rope transfer. Good rope management is essential. During a wide rope-to-rope transfer, 4 independent attachment points should be maintained throughout the maneuver. The rescuer uses the casualty's descent device to make a connection to the new set of ropes. An extra carabiner is added between the rescuer and the Petzl ID. The rescuer takes hold of the new working rope and attaches the descender to it, taking care to pull through all slack rope so that the descender is in tension. A second backup device is attached to the new safety line. The rescuer descends the original working and safety ropes until the weight is transferred to the new ropes. He then removes the original descender and backup device, adds a carabiner to the control rope to provide additional friction, and descends.